Hello people of the web and welcome back to another episode from the Vanilla High server. Today is a glorious day for me. I've been super productive at work, got home to find my internet is now upgraded to 10 times the speed that it was before, and I have a free evening and a cup of tea on my desk. All in all, this adds up to a magnificent evening. Since recording the last episode on Vanilla High, I actually got distracted with starting a brand new series, the Skyblock series that you may well have watched, and so we've got a bit of catching up to do, and I've got a few projects I have in mind. Now, I haven't been here lately, and apparently Hushbug's been busy, and I see that she's probably used up most of the jungle wood I gave her. Oh, in fact, there's the shulker box. Yeah, this was nearly full of jungle wood, so I suppose I should go help collect some of that at some point. But not right now. Although, while we're here, I will just see how far down... Okay, so she's doing a pattern that way before she gets onto the tunnel. Fair enough. But that was just a small distraction before we get on with the project I have in mind. Just realised there's a balcony up there, which means if I go up here... Oh, yep, it loops round. Ooh. And offshoot tunnels. Cool. Ouch, my legs. Oh. Normally best to put my elytra on first. Now the project I have in mind is going to require a fair bit of resources, so we're just going to head to the sky base, if I can ever see it. Should be about the right height. While my internet speed has been increased, there's quite a lot of people online at the moment, so lag is going to happen. Now, because the build is going to be a fair distance away from the base, I need to make sure I stuff full some shulkers with everything that I might need. Although, there is a high chance that I will forget something. Well, we'll find out. I would ask you to guess where we're going, but I'm pretty sure it would be in the thumbnail, so you probably already know. Ah, what's up, buddy? He's been here for quite a long time. Yeah, now I just need to find my gold farm, which is that way. By the way, yes, it was this direction that I pointed at. Found it. Now what I want to do is set up an AFK spot up here, which means we kind of need a way of getting up there and then a platform. So I'm thinking here would be a good place, perhaps. No, we don't want to do it right at the edge because then pigmen can drop in. So what I will do is build it so it's not this block, one block gap, and then this one here. Now to get to the top, what I want to do is create a minecart elevator. I think it's called that, where you sit in one minecart, look up, click on the next one, and you zip up to the top. So I'm going to build this pillar here first, and then I can work out how high up I can jump from one minecart to another. Just check the distance. Yep, that's right. Oh, no it isn't, because of course I want to encase the minecart. So it needs to go back one block. Damn. At least I thought that now. Start again. Now I've built these elevators once, a long, long time ago. I'm not sure how far up I can reach. Place it there. Yeah, that'll be right. That'd be good. So ladder goes underneath. Then what we need to do is put her up again because I didn't think sensibly. Place one of these on each side. Then in theory, if I break this block, minecart sets in. So I should be able to... Oh. Can't quite reach. which means it needs to come down 1. Right, then I can do it. I'm pretty sure I've done this too high, but it's probably different from the ground up to from a minecart up, because you sit down in minecarts, therefore your reach. So I'll only have to test with this one, and then I can do the same distance between each space all the way up. Ladder's in place, so place that there. Can I... Oh. Well, that's not how I planned to do it, but never mind. Break that. Right. No, I can't reach. So, try one lower. Still can't reach. Great. That's a little bit disappointing, because this is going to require quite a lot of minecarts. Huh? Ah, there. Let's try again. Yep, that works. I just ran out of glass and thought, oh, at least I'm at the top. But of course, I've got much further to go. It's going to take a lot of minecarts. Whee! Wow, I actually landed on the ladder. That was a pro move. Right. More glass. And I'm going to need a lot of minecarts. Good job I brought iron. I just thought maybe I should empty out the chest first, and then while I'm working on this project, if any pigmen actually spawn, which is unlikely seeing as there's a lot of people online, but if some spawn and we generate some rotten flesh, at least I can see how much we've gained. Doesn't look very impressive yet. And voila. Not only have I finished the elevator, I've now got company. And she's going to be the first test driver, guinea pig? Let's go with guinea pig. Now, all of the drops that come from the pigman farm end up in the hoppers at the bottom. I want to put them up the top in chests, which means we're going to need an item elevator. And unfortunately, as with the people elevator, we can't use water. So best thing to do would be drop it here and have a standard 3... I can't think how to explain it. That kind of elevator. So the item pops into this block and then goes, oh, I can't get anywhere, and goes up. And that will go all the way to the top where I can put the sorting system. Now what I'm going to get, I'm going to run the hoppers through and sort out the redstone. I'll get Hushbug to lay this glass. Right, with Hushbug doing that for me, I need to run the hoppers, which unfortunately some nincompoop put a crafting table in the way. That nincompoop was me. Also, some nincompoop put a chest in the way. That nincompoop wasn't me. Junk. Now the quickest way to get these hoppers to be fed off of the collection area is to go through our old temporary building. Which might mean that our temporary building will be temporary. Oops. Oh, more chests in the way. There. Now, does it really make sense to still have this building? I suppose I should get rid of it. I'm kind of working out what I'm doing as I'm going, which is not really the best way of doing things. But I will have to do because I really am not sure. Now what I'm thinking of doing is having a filter back here and then branch off from the filter to either rotten flesh on one side and gold nuggets on the other. Oh, I need more hoppers. But of course on top of all the hoppers I want to put droppers, which reduces lag, but I think these are spawnable spaces. So on top of the droppers that go on top of the hoppers, I want slabs. I think. Looks a bit odd, but necessary. Hushbug kindly made me a load of hoppers, which means I can dangle my butt over a big drop. while I'm not entirely sure this is going to work, I'm hopeful. Now, in theory, what should happen is that rotten flesh and gold come up the elevator, and gold is filtered out and goes down this side, I think. So it end up in this chest. Oh, wow. That's a lot of lag. And rotten flesh should end up in this chest. Now, there's a lot of people online, including people in the nether, so we're getting no spawns at the moment. So what I'm going to do is pretend that we have drops by putting stuff in manually. I best have my rockets ready. Then if I throw in here some rotten flesh and nuggets, in theory they should all spit round and they'll go along here and start spitting up the elevator. In theory. Oh, there we go. That's a promising sign. Let's see if we can land it. No, we can't. But that's what we have ladders for. And this slab. So in theory... Oh, there's the items. I think they're all getting in. Yeah, they're all being picked up. Although that does worry me when it does glitchy stuff there. So I'm just going to block up that bit and do the same on the other side. 2, 3. And in theory, let's see whether it works. So rotten flesh. Rotten flesh. Oh. Oh, there's some nuggets. We didn't have any nuggets yet. So they should... This worries me. I'm hoping it's just that... Oh, there we go. Maybe the hoppers were backed up. It seems to work. Well, it was a bit of a headache to sort things out because I wasn't sure what height I needed hoppers, but it turned out okay. Although I do need a screenshot for the thumbnail, which can be problematic. A sensible thing. Whoa. Wish I had a potion of slow falling. I have to say I find it quite satisfying that that redstone torch is just above the crafting table. It looks quite cool. Still no spawns though. Well, as we were getting no spawns last night, I logged off, assuming it was just down to there being too many players online. This morning, there was still no spawns here, and there's only 5 people. I messaged an admin. Apparently spawns were turned off for a moment. And then not turned back on. So now we've got good rates, as you can see. In fact, if I change my field of view. Yep. Now I'm going to stay here for a little while and see whether the sorting system is adequate. I wouldn't be surprised if one of the filters backs up. Because that is quite a flow of pigment. Well, that might be a problem. It looks like those items are going to despawn. I don't know how to fix that. Well, I think that's working. They're popping out and they look like they're going into one or the other of those hoppers. I don't think we're losing anything. Although, I will pop down... Oh, we are. We are definitely losing bits. We've got the same issue there. I don't know what to do. I replaced a stand block with some ice and it seems to be working. I don't have anything stop on there yet. Okay, this is relatively promising. But I should just pop some glass over the top there, just so nothing can spawn on that block. Yeah, that seems alright. Ah, we are getting too many gold going through, which means it's not filtering through. So I might have to add another filter next to it to double up on. I can probably do something about that. But for now, I need to go to work, so I'm going to AFK gaining gold. And so what? If some of the gold ends up in these chests, no big deal. I've been at work for the day, and I've come home, and we're back at the pig farm. I've been thinking on how to improve it. Now, we actually have several problems, one of which is that one filter isn't enough to go through everything. But more importantly than that, we're getting too many drops for a single hopper chain, which is this thing here, to carry. So the items often back up and sit on top of these slabs, despawning. Oh, it's very loud, blimey. And you can see why one hopper chain is sometimes not enough, although it does depend on how many people are online. So my plan is to actually not use that item elevator, but instead make 2 item elevators, one either side, and then at the top, which, one moment, we'll go up there. Right, at the top we'll have chests for both rotten flesh and gold on each side, adding multiple filters for each item by doing that, and splitting how many items are going up to each bay. We're probably still going to lose occasional drops from them getting stuck on the ice, although I say that, we haven't had any sitting up there for a while, so it seems to be working alright. But I suppose the first thing to do would be to split these hoppers into 2 parts. Now I believe there's 20, 3, 8, 10, yeah, 20 hoppers that collect things. So if we just do 10 to each output, it should work nicely. I've opted to, oops, I keep doing that. As I was trying to say, I've opted to build the chests first, and then I can work out where I want the item elevators to come up to. And also, while I'm doing this, we're getting drops from the farm, which is quite nice. Right, now as I want to work on this side, what I'm going to do is stick some hoppers. Oh, like that. Like that. There. Now I can rip all of this stuff out. So this hopper chain will carry stuff across the top, and then we just need the things underneath to be the filters, which means should be comparator reads off of this one, and I don't think we need to bother with filters on the other 2 columns because, well, it's always gold or rotten flesh, so we just need to set up these to be either rotten flesh or gold and we'll be fine. This is all very familiar. That goes there. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. Redstone dust. And then we just need 2 comparators. Then we just set up this filter. So put 1 rotten flesh in there, should stay still, and I'm going to put slime balls as filters because we certainly shouldn't be getting any slime here. So that'll filter out rotten flesh, so they go into those columns, then gold should end up in those chests. Now just need to repeat this on the other side and then work on the elevators. Seeing as you watched me build the first half, it didn't make sense to make you watch me build the second half, so I just got on with it, got rid of the old elevator, and split the items so that 10 of the hoppers feed out to one dropper, and 10 of the hoppers feed out to the other. So, we don't have any bottleneck anymore, and for some reason I'm still flying. So this is a lot better, we're not losing items, and it's nice and symmetrical, which is always a bonus. I'm very pleased with how this has turned out, and really glad that Hushpug was available to help me, because it took a little bit of time to build. Oh, and by the way, some of our drops. Yeah, gold. We've got over a stack of gold blocks from just while we've been working on this place. I like this gold farm. That's going to do it for this week's episode. If you enjoyed, please give the video a like. It really helps to encourage YouTube to show my video in other people's feeds. Having a productive gold farm again might mean I switch to using golden carrots. Subscribe if you want to see more videos from me, and as always, feedback is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye now.